Last time on the Polar Sea, the Northwest Passage has become the new Everest. 7 million square kilometers of Arctic ice have melted. But the passage is still blocked. Amateur explorers assemble in Greenland.
The channel is opening up.
Here the icebergs breaking off Greenland's glacier are beautiful playthings. But as the explorers sailed from Greenland to Canada, they face a maze of ice where danger lurks behind dazzling beauty, and tolerating each other is the key to survival.
It's sad when you look at old friends in a negative way.
Four days of sailing have brought Dax to Pond Inlet. It's the last stop for repairs before heading deep into the Northwest Passage, and a chance for the crew to relieve tensions on the tiny ship. Pond is an Inuit community of 1,300 people. Sea mammals have fed them for over 2,500 years, but the recent arrival of modern ways and a changing climate is altering their diet and their lives.
The topography, the landscape looks quite different, I think. You didn't see that much on Greenland. I think I prefer this. Yes. I like this place. The background here, it's like a Disney movie. Or the logo of Paramount Pictures.
A little welding job brings me to shore. The stanchions, that's the pillars that hold the railing ropes, and the fitting that holds the filler has broken. Also, we'd like to find someone to take a look at the outboard engine because it's misfiring and not in very good shape, really. So I hope we can do that. We're going to talk to the boss of the co-op. That's Louise. She seems to be the one who runs this town.
Martin wanted to do these things himself. Bengt and I tried to contribute with things, but mostly Martin did a lot himself. And I think it was a bit too much for him. So he didn't feel comfortable and relaxed at all. He had to deal with the thing all the time.
The sailors are anchored on the northern tip of Baffin Island. Europeans have known this region on and off for 1,000 years. First came Vikings, possibly trading with Inuit. Then in 1616, the British arrived. Captain William Baffin charted the coast, but he found no route to India. The British Navy lost interest and did not return to search for the passage until 1818. Between then and the turn of the 21st century, only a few dozen ships passed this way. Then the Great Melt began. Today, Pond Inlet has ships arriving all summer, en route to the maze of waterways that form the passage. The community views the sudden swell of visitors as an opportunity and a challenge.
This is a good summer day. It'll get actually a little bit hotter in town than this, but this is here. This is a decent summer day today. Nice light breeze, radiant sunshine. Feel the global warming, eh?
Colin Saunders is Pond Inlet's Economic Development Officer. His job is to help people figure out how to make money off the tourists.
I moved here in the early 80s as a child, and back then we might get one cruise ship in a year. Since the mid-90s, we've been getting a slowly increase of the amount of cruise ships that have been coming up and a slow increase in the amount of guests that come in per ship. We do what we can with what we have up here. And we try and give people the best visit as we can with the limited amount of supplies or provisions that we do have here to host the ships.
The people are from all over?
Switzerland, Japan, China, South Africa, New Zealand, Australia, England, USA, and Canada.
Well, I decided about a couple months ago, knowing from the history of Amundsen, and so I was interested in that, especially the Northwest Passage. I read that until 2003, only 100 ships made it through the Northwest Passage. But due to global warming, I guess it's becoming easier. Everything has two sides. On one hand, the danger of pollution, and on the other hand, bringing jobs to the people. I don't know if it's positive. I'm not so sure.
That potential for tension is also drawing journalists. Ulla Lohmann is a German photographer. She and her husband, Basti, travel the world for magazines like National Geographic. Global media interest in the warming Arctic has given Ulla the opportunity to fulfill a childhood fantasy.
Als ich ein kleines Mädchen war, habe ich mir immer gewünscht, hier in die Arktis zu kommen, weil ich habe, ja, das Wort Eskimo sollte man nicht sagen, aber ich habe immer so ein bisschen dieses kindliche Bild von zwei Eskimos im Kopf, die sich mit der Nase reiben und sich küssen. Das war für mich die Arktis. Ja, bei der Begrüßung küssen und die Nase aneinander reiben. Und dieses Bild möchte ich verbessern. Ich möchte viel mehr über die Menschen hier lernen. Und ich möchte natürlich auch unheimlich gerne das Eis sehen.
Tolles Auto. Super.
Sorry? English? No, I'm from Sweden. Hi. I wonder if I can talk to Louise. I wonder if... Is this Louise? I'm looking for Louise. Okay, so wait. Hello, my name is Martin. I came sailing from Sweden. Hello, Louise. Pleased to meet you. The guys at the police station said that you know everything about this town and how to get around.
They already told me that.
Okay, so you were informed. You were warned, and you're still here.
And I'm still here.
Okay, this is a part of my boat which holds the poles to, I don't know what it's in English, but it's like a fence around the boat.
Okay.
So, okay.
Yes, I got
broken.
it. Okay, we can probably do that in the garage.
You have your own garage here?
We have a heavy equipment division.
Okay, great.
What's the next one?
We have a little outboard engine that hasn't been serviced for, actually it worked pretty well when we left Sweden, but that's 2 or 3 months ago. So I wonder if you know someone who could take a look at it and just give it a little TLC.
They can do it, but
Yeah.
whether they have time, we'd have to check and ask.
Right. Maybe they would know someone who could do
Well,
it.
we have a Yamaha division.
Okay, this is an Evinrude, but
Well, if you want to, we'll go out and check with the operators. I'll just call them and see if they're there
Yeah.
for sure.
I was wondering if you knew where we could get hold of some more fresh water. We might need like 100 liters or so.
You might have to check with the hamlet.
Okay.
As in-
Yeah, I saw the fire engine there. They should have water.
And the water truck, because we have water
Yeah.
that's trucked to all of us here.
All right.
We have a water tank. Every house and every place has a water tank, and the
Okay.
truck comes and delivers your water.
Yeah.
Your water delivery.
Okay, so that's
to
how it
your
works.
door. And hopefully
Right.
you get it on time.
And you don't have to have piping because that would freeze in the winter, I suppose. Or you have to dig it 3 meters down in the ground, or
Yes,
even more.
and it
Do
happens.
you have permafrost here in the winter?
Yes.
Okay. Right.
So Mose is the fuel truck driver, and he's
Okay.
connected with your man for fuel. We got your welding, we got your fuel.
Yeah, I'm just going to check with who takes care of the payment and all that. Låt det stå rinna av lite bara så. Ja, kanon. Du, då ska jag gå runt. Vi ska få det svetsat den där grejen också. Då är Louise här. Hon har jävlar mig. Hon är chef här i byn.
The co-op started in the north based on what they needed, which would be trading fur and for food and different things like that, and evolved to what was needed. Once a year, this co-op has a sea lift. We order once a year for a full year ahead. Anything that's heavy, like furniture, snow machines, ATVs, comes on a ship. Otherwise, we get 7 planes, 7 nights a week. If you want to order 50 pounds of flour, you order that on your sea lift. You don't want it to come on plane because of the freight rate, it'd be much higher. So you try to keep the cost down for the members as much as you can.
Grocery delivery by jet plane makes food more expensive here than anywhere in Canada. And 45% of people in Pond are on social assistance. A Nunavut government report says half of youths aged 11 to 15 sometimes go to bed hungry. And lots of the food kids do get is not the best for them. To get enough healthy food, people here still need to hunt and fish.
Do you know, I would be really interested in seeing some people fishing. Do you know where I can find them?
Don't fish around here. They go in their camp on the left. So they go there to fish, but just for the fish derby. And sometime when they see a whale coming in, but last time they beached it at the end of the runway. We were 5 days without a plane because of that goddamn whale.
Alors, si je veux trouver des gens qui sont en train de faire quelque chose autour de l'eau, je vais où?
Prenez une marche,
Oui.
puis vous observez, puis vous êtes opportuniste, puis voilà.
Merci, à tout à l'heure. Can I see it one more time, this fish, please? Can I grab it? Oh, the water is really cold.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. Do you fry them in the pan?
No.
How do you make them?
Play with them.
You play with them? So you don't kill them? I took pictures of you. I would love to give them to you somehow. Do you think I can get your address and give you the pictures? That would be cool. Let's go up to the road together and I get something to write.
I have to go boating. We're going with belugas.
You getting belugas? How cool!
It's fun.
Raw whale and seal meat are still common and a requirement anytime the community gets together.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Madam?
Just grab it and eat it.
Just like that?
Yeah.
Raw, as this.
Eat the whole thing.
He gets half of it.
Und?
Schlecht schmeckt es nicht. Aber ziemlich ungewohnt.
Yeah, I mean, it tastes a little bit like, you know, some sushi, I know. But I don't know. I just have a little bit of problem, like, with the idea of eating a little seal. But I guess it's your food, huh? It's what you eat all the time.
Aber hast du ja gehört, der Ben hat gesagt, eine Robbe, davon können 2 Familien satt werden. Das ist schon viel.
Da nach da geht?
Ja.
Schon viel.
Gut, auf der anderen Seite haben die wirklich die ganze Zeit Robben gejagt. Und warum sollen die auf einmal keine mehr jagen?
Ja, klar. Kommt halt immer darauf an, wie man es macht.
Have you ever been there when they caught a seal?
No. But I caught one before, a baby seal.
You caught one?
Yeah. Maybe 2 of them.
How do you catch it?
With a rifle.
Using rifles and motorboats mean that Inuit today need cash to hunt. The hope here is that climate change tourism will bring enough money to help people maintain their traditional ways. But they struggle to understand what the tourists want.
Is liquor sold here?
They have to go through committee.
Remember, is it dry?
Could I buy a bottle right now?
No.
It would be bootlegging. And
Yeah, weren't you at breakfast?
No. I heard exactly what he said. I heard exactly, but he didn't say I couldn't buy a bottle in the co-op.
You just said it was controlled, and you didn't understand what control.
No, I understand what control is, but it's controlled for the people who live here. Is it controlled for outsiders?
Yes. You have to go through a committee. I mean, if you wanted to live here and go through the process and put in your order and then have it come and have it approved and then come and ship it. Is that correct? It would take a long time.
And that is hunters. We buy
country food?
Yes.
So you can get country food through the Hunter and Trappers Association. They participate in managing the hunt and establishing the quota, along with the Nunavut Wildlife Management Board and the federal government.
The Inuit locally are proud of their community. When they see people trying to come up and learn and understand, it's those people that they love to help. They're very willing to explain things and teach people things, as long as the people are willing to learn and understand. This is a Peterhead boat, and this boat was utilized in the mid-1900s for a lot of the work that was done in the high north. As you can see, this one hasn't moved in quite a while. The St. Rock is sort of similarly built, but it's a larger version than this boat.
The St. Rock is a famous vessel in the Northwest Passage. RCMP officer Henry Larson sailed her through the passage in 1940. History remembers him as the second man to make the journey. What history forgets is that Colin's ancestors, like the Sherpas on Everest, made the journey possible.
What he did was he picked up my grandfather, Joseph Panipakuchu, and his wife Lydia, and he took a number of their children with them on the journey. So on the first year, I believe they had to winter over somewhere along the Northwest Passage when they were going from east to west. My grandfather was providing a lot of food stuff by catching animals for the dog team and the crew when they needed it. The next year, Henry Larson picked up my grandfather and my grandmother and their kids, put them back on the boat, and they managed to do the Northwest Passage in one season that year. My grandmother was the first woman in the world to travel the Northwest Passage first, both east to west, and then west to east. And the St. Roch is the first ship to circumnavigate North America through the Panama Canal and the Northwest Passage. I am very proud of that fact that I'm a descendant of some of the first people that went through the Northwest Passage from Canada. It's interesting that, there's always a lot of focus, or the spotlight's always on, the captain or something, but when you really look at it, they couldn't have done it without the support with the people who were with them, including my grandfather and my grandmother.
Northwest Passage ships no longer need Inuit to provide food. What cruise ships need is a community happy to welcome the passengers. The ships court that goodwill with tours and free lunches.
Have some fun.
The irony is that the new tourism offers cash, perks, and validation that support a traditional lifestyle, even as the warming atmosphere destroys it. In every home, people report that hunting routes and animal patterns are changing, making food insecurity worse.
It must be really tough living out here all year long.
If you're not used to it, I guess maybe you could say that in July we'd still have snow. But because the ice goes so fast now, the hunters can't get to the spots where they usually go hunting. This warming, it has not only affected the animals, households struggle more now to get food, because really we relied on the food we have, the country food, and lack of employment. So a lot of households going hungry. But yeah.
What's your favorite country food? I see something behind here. What is it?
That's the seal meat. We'll cook that up. This is the fat of the seal. It's more tender with the fat. You'll notice the difference after you have that one. Compared to the one with the fat, it's more tasty and more tender. Yes? Okay.
Here you use the entire animal. You use the fat, you use the skin to keep warm.
We use the guts even.
Really?
Yeah.
For what do you use the guts?
We eat them. We don't waste anything, really. And we use the skin to make the comics and the parka. So nothing is wasted.
Zu Anfang waren die Leute sehr, sehr, sehr kühl und abweisend, aber als wir uns dann Zeit genommen haben und mit denen uns unterhalten haben, haben sie sich geöffnet. Das war jetzt mein Eindruck. Als wir dann die Zeit genommen haben, uns mit den Leuten zu unterhalten, ihnen auch die Fotos zu zeigen, dann war das auf einmal was ganz anderes.
Look at you. You're smiling when you work. Ich habe mit vielen Frauen geredet. Das finde ich persönlich immer sehr schön.
wenn man als Frau auch einen Zugang zu anderen Frauen bekommt.
In Pond Inlet, I think they are more relaxed, and I think they are more satisfied with their way of living. Maybe I can learn something about how to relax and take it more easy.
It's terribly ugly on some spots. There's junk everywhere, and they don't bother about that. I get the impression that Inuit people don't care about material values. It's of non-importance for them. They have the focus on something else. This is our big tragedy in the Western society. We are too focused on money and gadgets. What matters is to be among the one you love and not having a big fancy car or whatever. Though I can't say I'm free from that. I love to have a fancy car and nice things, but I realize it's not really a solution for your happiness.
I've been spending a lot of time on board fixing things while Bengt and Richard could enjoy the places we came to, which I am happy for them. Unfortunately, we were not very prepared from the start. There are many things on the boat that should have been done already before we left Sweden. And they are getting done now one by one, but I don't have everything in place yet.
Do you like playing basketball? Okay, I'm lousy at it.
Shit, I'm cool.
Hi, my name is PIK. I'm from Pond Inlet, and my stage name PIK stands for Pond Inlet Kit, and I rap.
Can you do some rapping for us right now? Or do you feel comfortable with that?
Hit the beat.
The beat? What kind of beat?
Beatbox.
Beatbox.
Not worth it.
Jason!
I see. No, don't worry, don't be sorry. And like I said, I'ma hit this shit. No, don't regret, cause it they'll fit. Cause I wanna be well, look like me. If you don't believe, I won't feel relief unless you go leave.
Come on.
I think I hear a dog somewhere.
My beatbox was not up to his standards.
The highlight of every cruise ship visit is a community hall performance. Visitors get a glimpse into the culture's completely unique elements, like sports devised for long nights in tiny igloos.
When I say "Ataw mapo pingasu ati," that means 1, 2, 3, go. Ataw mapo pingasu ati. The next event is called the 1-foot high kick. Also tests the athlete's power and flexibility, as well as his sense of balance. For their last game, they're going to play mouth pole.
Community members make money from performing or by selling arts and crafts. Art is an old business here.
Expensive.
Inuit always made it, and they traded it with the first explorers. And since the 1960s, Canada has promoted its export. Tourism brings the market home again and subtly alters the art's meaning. Luti Pijamini is one of the Arctic's most successful carvers.
That's my tent up there. Come to my camp. Everything I see images. Like if I see a rock, like, well, if it's polar bear, it can be a polar bear with a head here, legs, and with a body twist to walk one side. A lot of important people have my carvings. They're all over. Like Queen Elizabeth have one of mine. Margaret, Prince of Kitchener, I can't remember. Polar bear cloth with walrus ivory and sterling silver eyes. So I made a carving for all the Inuits in Nunavut. That's a big thing for me, which is going to be around for a lot longer than I will be. I done the muskox and the little guy on the phone. The idea was that Inuits been living on animals all these years. Now we're using the telephone.
Today, almost every Baffin community has a co-op where members make art for tourists.
This is a paper. It's called Arches paper. It's really good quality printmaking paper. So it won't move. Then the one you cut them out, wax paper, the original, and then this one's its next one. I start with blue color. Just keep turning until I can put it on more inks on it. It's kind of last touch details. I'll put it on same place where I cut them out. See, I'm doing water now. So put it back like a wave. More wave.
Inuit art traditionally depicts animals that they hunt. It was a form of reverence and gratitude for their food. Now the hunting is bad, but the art market is good. To feed a family, the image is gaining more value than what it depicts. It is another strange change that Inuit tried to take in stride.
Auya ilangane okonok sa orato. Ilangane auya ikinang atok tutitaiman inilewalaw tumanali. Susakta daw walakata kakasauya kullo. Takwa taimay kalwatan lugi. Piu umangali piu miyaka. Tukisi himayo tikulumata kawi may to hangainu kawi makalwakto.
For me, it's the very first time to come to the Arctic. I've never ever seen the ice, you know. I really want to go and see the ice today because that's like a childhood dream of me to come to the Arctic once.
Bei der Reise hier habe ich richtig gemerkt, wie wichtig das ist, dass wir Klimawandel thematisieren. In Deutschland ist es weiter weg als hier. Hier schmelzen die Eisberge, hier schmelzen die Gletscher. Hier sieht man das direkt, was mit dem Klima passiert. Das finde ich sehr wichtig, dass man da auch das Augenmerk drauf richtet.
I'm kidding. Come on, let's get a massive iceberg. No way! Kann ich ja fast gar nicht fotografieren.
Ich hoffe, dass auf meinen Fotos auch rüberkommt, wie berührend diese Landschaft ist. Und dass vielleicht die Leute, die sich diese Fotos angucken, selbst auch was dazu beitragen, diese Landschaft hier zu schützen. Diese Reise hat mir gezeigt, dass die Arktis nicht das Ende der Welt ist, sondern ein wunderschöner Teil dieser Welt.
The cruise ship Sea Adventurer prepares to depart. She is sailing north where the sea is still frozen.
We get faxed the ice charts every day. There's a bottleneck in the Northwest Passage where we have to go down the Boothia Peninsula, either the east or west side, and they are jammed up with ice right now, so we'll see.
Just where Frank,
just like the explorers.
Something happened to the radar, it all just died. It's still there. See? What?
Dax is also setting sail. Once again, the little ship has been repaired. Now it is bound for Resolute Bay.
Stand by.
A village deep in the Northwest Passage. 600 kilometers, and there's not a single human outpost on the way.